Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're gonna talk about XRP. And a lot of you said I don't put enough emphasis on XRP anymore. So I wanted to give you a little bit more emphasis in today's video. And we got a lot of ground to cover today. It's not going to happen in one video. Most likely it's going to be multiple videos throughout the day. So we're looking at XRP on the one-day chart, sitting here just above 48.5 cents. It was a green day for XRP, but once again, no real price movement. And a lot of people are still frustrated with that. I still see people giving up on XRP. Now is not the time to give up. Dark Defender says, imagine you are in 2017, tired of price fluctuations for years. You sell it for nothing just before XRP hits $3.82. It is 2024, and XRP has formed a similar pattern, making us feel the same as we did in 2017. You know, everybody knows it's coming. They're just waiting for that breakout moment to happen. There's multiple catalysts that could happen this year that sends XRP. Now is not the time to give up, is what I'm saying. And here's Brad Garlinghouse talking about the name of Ripple's new stablecoin. This comes from Subjective Views. Take a listen.
Let's talk about that, right? Let's talk about maybe the new name of the stablecoin.
Let's do that. David made some news earlier this morning. More news that we're going to...
It's like a gender reveal conference. Like...
The name of the Ripple stablecoin will be RLUSD. I like to call it Real USD, Ripple USD. We're very excited about this. I also will emphasize, as I've emphasized many times, we think this is very much complementary, additive to what the overall XRP ecosystem is doing. Anything we do in mind of how do we make sure XRP is as successful as possible for everyone here. Having, as David talked about stablecoins this morning, having liquidity on chain, having the bridging, frankly, better on-ramps and off-ramps, that's good for everybody. In no way does that take away from our commitment and our desire to see the XRP ecosystem continue to grow.
Take notice, Brad's also wearing an XRP moon shirt at the same time. But it's nice that he's explaining that XRP is still at the heart of everything that Ripple is doing. So you gotta ignore the FUD coming out of the retail space all over X. People saying, oh, the stablecoin is the XRP killer. That's not how this is going to work. They are going to work together. Now here's Brad talking about when the lawsuit with the SEC will conclude. He says, by the end of summer. Take a listen.
There have been a lot of just macro and general crypto problems that have trickled down to XRPL and the firm Ripple as well. But those seem to be improving, Brad. Is that a fair take? I mean, at least from a regulatory perspective, XRP is now back listed on Coinbase and trading. That's good news. But it's not 100% maybe where the industry would need it or want it to be.
Yeah.
I don't think XRP is at 100% of where it needs to be. I think we are looking at a price that was held down by this SEC versus Ripple case. I think if that case would have never happened, XRP would be sitting at a much higher price right now.
Look, I think as you reflect on the last handful of years, we'll call it 4 or 5 years, there are things that are super frustrating. Why did the SEC go after XRP kind of first, if you will? In some ways, you look at that now and you say, we're almost at the very end of that journey. I think that, hopefully we have resolution. We can't control that now. The judge, will make the decision when she makes the decision. My estimation is sometime before the end of the summer. Somebody asked me, is that the end of August? I pointed out that September 21st is the end of summer. So I don't know, sometime there.
I think my birthday, August 28th, that's the end of summer.
You know what? I'll ask her if we could celebrate your birthday with that. That would be,
Yeah.
We'll all celebrate with you.
Brad is very optimistic there on this case ending by the end of summer. And I said that in multiple videos. I think it's going to happen sooner than we think. And nobody could put a specific day on it. It's going to happen when we all least expect it. But he goes on to talk about the SEC some more. Take a listen.
Call the judge.
But look, it has been frustrating. What has been exciting is the momentum that has been building. I mean, look, there are 3 times as many people here as the last Apex. This community is more active, more vibrant, more entrepreneurial. I mean, it's just awesome. Like I see the momentum and the excitement here, and it's just very palpable. The U.S. market remains, frankly, a laggard. The U.S. regulatory environment, even though Ripple is at the tail end of that, and I think it's strange to me that XRP is in such a unique position, and that the market hasn't kind of rewarded that. XRP in the U.S. is one of the few things we can say definitively is not a security. With ETH, I don't know how this is going to play out, right? Apparently Wells notices, which is the SEC kind of pre-warning that we're going to file a lawsuit, have been gone out to consensus, well, purportedly, as I've read, maybe on your side as well, to consensus. We know the Ethereum Foundation has received various inquiries. So look, it's super frustrating. And even it's not just the SEC. The United States kind of current administration with Gary Gensler as the head of the SEC has been pretty hostile towards crypto. But look, you asked the macro question. That has been frustrating. I think we're largely on the other side of that. And it's the reason why I'm so excited. And hearing David talk about what's going on in the XRP ledger, I look at the next 5 years and what this community may look like 5 years from now, and I get very excited.
I like the way Brad pointed out that the community is growing and more people are entering this space, and how now XRP is almost at the end of its journey with the SEC. And it looks like ETH is about to begin their journey with the SEC going forward. But, I think it had to happen for XRP for a reason. I think that this whole case had to take place so that XRP can push ahead. And the new financial system is definitely coming. So president of the ETF store says market's not ready for an XRP ETF. Now, most likely you heard people saying, oh, we're going to have an ETF by the end of this year. It's going to happen within the next couple months for XRP. And people build hype around that. But this guy goes on to say that the ETF, first there's going to be a futures ETF. He also doesn't think it's going to happen anytime this year, especially because of Congress inside of an election year. Nothing looks like it's going to happen around an ETF for XRP. Most likely, if it's going to happen, it's going to happen sometime in 2025. Same thing with the IPO, most likely sometime in 2025. The only thing that I see going forward this year is the Ripple versus SEC case coming to an end, tokenization picking up momentum. Most likely we're going to see cross-border payments pick up momentum at the same time. The ETH ETFs could possibly be a catalyst for alt season. But no matter what, we are going to see a rise in price this year. Brad also talks about the end of the liquidity hub. Take a listen.
Let's try stuff. And if it doesn't work, that's okay. We try again. We built something called Liquidity Hub, I guess 3 years ago, which really didn't play out the way we thought. And some people say, oh, we failed. We succeeded by trying something new in a nascent, exciting space. It didn't develop the way we thought it would. We decided that's not the right place for us to focus. Let's put those resources somewhere else.
Now, the Liquidity Hub is still there. But I think what happened with the Liquidity Hub is that they wanted to utilize XRP inside of it. The problem was nobody wants to touch XRP because the Ripple versus SEC case is still ongoing. It's the same reason that Ripple pivoted away from XRP and started using USDT there for a short time. But going forward, it still looks great for XRP. Take a listen to David here.
People are going to have different use cases and different demands and needs. And the XRP has a privileged place on the XRP ledger. Through pathfinding, always looks for XRP liquidity first. The auto bridging causes trades to automatically look at XRP liquidity where they don't automatically look at any other liquidity. So XRP is always going to have a privileged place as a bridge asset on the XRP ledger, and stablecoin ecosystem is not going to change that. It's just going to.
So no matter what, you're going to still see XRP being used as a bridge currency. And take notice how he said that every time something looks for liquidity on the XRP ledger, it looks at XRP first. So XRP is the go-to asset on the XRP ledger. And that is how we will get rich. Donald Trump met with Bitcoin miners at Mar-a-Lago on Tuesday, his latest embrace of the crypto industry. So he met with Bitcoin miners, and then this happened. And I'm going to use my own post here because I want to stay on point. Vote for Trump. Bitcoin mining may be our last line of defense against the CBDC. Biden's hatred of Bitcoin only helps China, Russia, and the radical communist left. We want all the remaining Bitcoin to be made in the USA. It will help us be energy dominant. That doesn't even make sense to me. So I said, I'm a Trump fan. I voted for him 2 times, and I think he is great for the economy. But this just sounds like he's telling us what we want to hear, and that it was scripted, and I'm not a fan of the bullshit talking points. I get it. It's an election year, but this makes no sense at all for Bitcoin. I also think that his executive order 13772 on February 3rd, 2017, actually was the first steps in pushing for a new financial system, utilizing Ripple and XRP. You can argue all you want, but facts are facts, and Trump knows what's happening in the background. And the world is going digital, and if the US doesn't push in that direction, we will be left behind. Now, if we go back to 2017, right? I think we were already on track pushing towards a CBDC. I think that is part of the reason that Ripple got tied up with the SEC back in 2020. Plus, I think the world needed a catalyst that would push us into the digital age. That's where the pandemic comes in. What I'm saying is I don't think it was time yet back in 2017. The world needed a little bit more time to get things put in order. And I think we are now on the verge of the new financial system. And John Segura sent me this. And I think this is great because this was what was in the headlines back in 2018. Will XRP be Trump's answer to China? Ripple strategist says that Washington is doing its homework on XRP, concerned about foreign control. And that's why we were working with Ripple back then. Trump was meeting with executives from Ripple. And I think he knows what XRP is built to do. So going forward, I think we're still going to see the rise of XRP no matter what. And Donald Trump touts Bitcoin mining as final defense against CBDC. And right away, this article came out. And what it highlights is the daily power consumption of Bitcoin mining by country. We know it's energy consuming. And like I said, I think that was just a talking point for Trump. And I think it's because it's an election year. Everything that we ever want to hear going forward is going to be talked about. The good thing is it brings crypto to the mainstream media news. It brings the normies into crypto at the same time. So I think any talking point we get this whole entire year around crypto is still going to be good either way. It's going to help lead to mass adoption is what I'm saying. But you know, we're still sitting here just under 49 cents, waiting for that catalyst to come that sends XRP. And it is coming. Do not lose faith now. Know what you hold. We are so close. You could see everything coming together perfectly. But until it all happens, stay patient, stay positive, and let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.